oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. Camera looks a bit tilted down. Let's put it up a bit. There we go. Anyways, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the PO6 Demo 3. So if you're unaware of what PO6 is, and if you missed the previous episode, it is a fan recreation of Sonic 06 built from the ground up on Unity. In the last episode, we covered the game's first 3 levels of Sonic story, being Wave Ocean, Dusty Desert, and White Acropolis, and in today's episode, if my memory's jogging correctly, we're going to be doing Crisis City, Flame Core, and Radical Train. Crisis City being my favourite level in Sonic's story. So I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys are as well, because this demo is fantastic from what I've played so far. And as you can see here, with the background being Flame Core, there's a lot of customization to this build of Sonic 06 compared to the original. I don't have to stick with Kingdom Valley as my background for the whole experience. But yeah, this game, it's extremely polished. Like, it's very, very well done. I'm just trying to adjust, yeah, it is those levels. I'm just trying to adjust my headphones because it's a bit loud. So yeah, let's just jump into Crisis City, I suppose. Awesome stuff. Right, so Crisis City, why is this my favourite level, you might ask? Well, simply because the aesthetic is amazing, the soundtrack is amazing, and the level design is pretty damn good. I mean, obviously, it doesn't work half the time on the original game, on, you know, the PS3 and the 360, but on this, I've got a feeling it's going to work well, especially like the snowboarding thing at the start, where we go down the buildings, and then the Mach speed at the end, because Mach speed in this game, from what I saw in Wave Ocean, is way better than what it was in the original. And also the snowboarding, you can actually move without getting caught on all the geometry of the level. It's actually functional. So I'm very excited for this. Show me what you got, game.
Shadow, don't be late. You're talking to me?
Oh, that's awesome. That is not in the original game. That is so cool. Because we see that in a cutscene prior to playing the level. Oh, that's sick. It's stuttering a bit, but that's fine. Wow, look at the way the heat's radiating off of the environment as well.
Watch out! It's gonna blow up!
Okay, right, this is clean, this is clean. Oh god, I'm dead.
Whoa!
Right, that's my fault, trying to jump at the last second. Oh, you don't have to watch the cutscene every time as well. Right, right, I'm liking this. This is good, this is good. Alright, get ready to jump, Snooky. Oh, look at that, you can control yourself in the air. If you didn't know, in the original game, once you're airbound, you cannot change your direction whilst on a snowboard. So that is a huge, like, it's a minor improvement, but it improves the game's mechanics so much. Like, it's just so much better. Yeet. Show me what you got, boy.
No.
Oh, the death animation looks a little bit broken. Okay, I've died a few times, to say the least. But you know, give me a break. Crisis City is a difficult stage. It's just level design designed to be challenging. You have to use your instincts, and my instincts aren't the best. Oh, ooh, that was clean. That was clean. Dude, this just shows how much potential Sonic 06 could have had. I mean, obviously the story's ass. And Princess Elise is a Final Fantasy character, but at the same time, like, come on, dude, this game had so much potential as a Sonic game.
Jump.
Oh, okay. Missed that key. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dude, I can't wait for this to actually be complete. Like, dude, I don't want Sega or Sonic Team to port actual 06 to PC anymore. Oh, come on, you're kidding me. I don't have enough speed. Oh dear. And here I am praising the game. Right. This isn't the game's fault. This is my fault for not having enough momentum. Because this engine, well, it appears to be completely momentum based, which is what a Sonic game should be. But having no way to fix this is a little bit silly. Oh, never mind, you can press Z to give yourself a kick. They thought that through. Thank you, devs. Oh my, I was just about to restart it. If I never fiddled around with the buttons, I wouldn't have found that. That is great. Because especially if you built on momentum like that and you can't give yourself that extra push to just kick yourself on the snowboard, that is amazing.
To move to an adjacent ramp, use the left stick.
And you don't have to jump, you just flick it. Look at that. I love Crisis City so much, dude. Look at how pretty this looks.
City's on fire.
This is fucking awesome, dude. It's just devs like these that we need more of in the world. Devs that pay attention to the game and what they can do to improve it. I mean, yes, it's a fan game and it's a recreation of a game that already exists, but it's great. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some fantastic devs out there. Like some really good devs, the Subnautica devs, for example, or even the devs of the Sonic 06 mod on Sonic Generations, a dev team that I'm not close to them, but I'm in contact with most of them. They're a fantastic dev team, and all of them are so nice, and they do all they can to just please the community. And it appears that these guys as well, these guys are really hard at work trying to get this game to be as good as it could possibly can be, and they are doing a fantastic job.
Let's blast through here.
Let's blast away. It's just the minor things. Like, yeah, not everyone likes this game, but they're still putting all their time and attention and effort into this anyway, because it's a passion project. They see this game has potential and they want to realise that potential. So that's why they're making this game. And also, it's like it's a treat for the people that actually do like this game, because believe it or not, folks, people do like this game. And while I'm not a fan of Sonic 06, it's a game I will find myself replaying every now and then as a guilty pleasure, because it's a game that I grew up with. So I've got a lot of nostalgia for Sonic 06. I can see the game's flaws. I do not say this is a good game by any means. It's a very flawed game, but I just can't help but revisit it, because Sonic stages and Summer Shadows are really fun. But then you've got Silver the Pinehead, and his stages are awful because he's so slow, and the game mechanics just don't feel like they work. But then you've got stages and set pieces like this. Like, look at this. And it functions really well. I can't remember exactly how well, oh god, that was close, how well this functions in the original, because it's been a long time since I have actually played Crisis City on Sonic 06. Like, when I revisit the game, I mainly play stages like Wave Ocean or White Acropolis to see how much I can break them. I'll occasionally come back to Crisis City, but not all the time. So yeah, it's been a very long time, but this is great. And I think from memory, this stage was available in the previous demo build. It just wasn't this fleshed out. It was just a very simple recreation. This is going above and beyond. It shows you just how much care the devs have for this project. That looks cool.
That tornado's carrying your car.
That tornado's carrying the car. Right, come on, Inspector Loose Lips. Like, it's just the minor things, like being able to jump. Ow. Oh! The tornado actually does catch up with you now, okay. Right, interesting. Anyways, like I was just going to say, it's just the minor things like being able to jump, or say move whilst you're jumping, because you can't do that in the original, and it gets you killed most of the time. It's just the minor additions. Or even like how this tornado, if you bump into something, can kill you. Like, that is great. And like, because in the original, if you bumped into something, you just go breakdancing off into the distance until you eventually hit something else and die. But here, you actually have control over Sonic. Okay, that's a bit bullshit. Yeah. I remember seeing people die to things like that all the time in the original 06, and they had barely any lives left, so it ended up giving them a game over. Jesus Christ, dude. This is what a Sonic game should be. Because this game is, whether you like it or not, this is Sonic Adventure 3. It's the closest we're ever going to get to Sonic Adventure 3, and the reason why Sega isn't going to give us Sonic Adventure 3 is because they saw how much of a disappointment this game was, and they don't want to take that risk again. They're all about moving forward, and even if that means just sticking with the boost formula, it means never having to come back to Sonic 06 to repeat the mistake that they made. Oh, it's just so nice how you can see the fire catching up with you. It just adds that little bit more urgency to it. That's awesome. But they don't want to come back to this formula in case they make a repeat of this game. That's why they don't want to do that. And it's a shame because there's a lot of potential with this style of game. Because Sonic Heroes is my favourite Sonic game personally, and that is technically in the adventure formula, but with its own twist. And I really do think the team gameplay works. But again, it's something we're never going to see again because they don't want to move back in case they make the same mistakes. That's just Sega for you. But anyways, Crisis City, that was fantastic. Flamecore, into it. This is the worst level in the game if you ask me, so I want to see how they fix this. I'm very, very curious to see how they fix this. If they fix this, is the question. Because I know in the 06 project on Generations, they did their best to fix it, but it wasn't the best. And that was a complaint I gave to the dev team, and they said they have just basically completely redone the level from the ground up, which means putting their own parts of the level into it. They've made their own level design. And I think that's a really good idea. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually, because I don't know if that's public information yet. So if it's not, any of the dev teams watching this, Mario or Brianna, I'm very, very sorry. I wasn't told if I was allowed to say that or not. But I just want to know that I still love your project, and I'm very excited for the full release. I will definitely be playing it, whether that's when it comes out or during Hedgehogmas, one of the two, whichever comes first. Right. Right, back to this game, yeah, if there's one thing I can complain about with this game, it's the ring physics. It's like, it reminds me of Generations. Whenever you lose rings and it's not in a 2D section, they just bounce everywhere. Like, they are bouncier than a slime in Minecraft. They go all over the place, it's ridiculous. And I understand it gives real physics to the rings, but it's just so difficult to pick them back up. Like, maybe make the hitboxes a bit bigger. That's just a suggestion. Like, I don't think any of the dev teams watching this. Like, if anyone from the dev team of this game is watching this video, make the rings hitboxes a little bit bigger at least. Or make them not, like, just make them not bounce as much, because it's too difficult to pick them up most of the time. Oh, that was close. But so far, this level now, oh god, that's my fault. This level now, compared to what it did in 06, there's momentum, there is speed. It's not a slugfest anymore, and you can actually get across the level without fearing death. Because the geometry in the original just didn't work at all. You tried to make a jump and you just die. So it's nice to see that I can actually play this level without having to fear death. Oh god. That cup of tea's coming back up. Okay. Remember, where do we go?
It's raining fire.
Cool. Yes, Sonic, very cool. Destruction. Oh god.
Whoa!
That's a new feature. I'm gonna pause it so I can have a swig of tea as well. I like that. Instead of it just being another surface that damages you like spikes from like original Sonic games, you have a set amount of time to jump out of it until you sink into it and die. So you actually fall into the lava, and whilst you're stood on it, you lose rings very slowly. That is a fantastic idea. That is a very, very good idea, actually. Because you could just stand on the lava and exploit that to just completely skip almost all the stage in the original, which, you know, it's good for speedrunning and stuff. Like I used to exploit all the fucking time when I played this stage. But this mechanic of having lava that will kill you over time, I think that's a much better idea than just having a solid surface to walk on. Oh Jesus. Oh sweet Jesus. Ow. I'm just hoping I can get this video up on the Thursday, which is when I'm recording it, because for most of the day on the Friday I'm not going to be at home, because I have a funeral to attend. Which is going to be a first for me. I've never been to a funeral, and it was someone from my side of the family as well, so it's going to be a little bit of a stinger. But so I suppose I don't want to have to not go. That's just all I'm gonna say on that regards. I don't want to bum everyone out too much. But anyways, if we were to talk about this stage a little bit more, the atmosphere inside of the volcano is looking pretty good, you know. I am liking this atmosphere. You can actually see. Oh, here we go. I love this part in the actual stage, in the original. It'd be nice if we went down that a little bit faster, but I suppose I could have done something to increase the momentum. Alright, now we're gonna get to Knuckles. Unless we do this with Sonic. Ooh! Oh, it guides you! Oh, that's nice, that's real nice. Oh god. Oh, I am toast. Toast, god, that was English. Right. Up we go. Where do I... Oh, okay. That is probably not where I was supposed to go. Ah, I forgot how to play a game. Been too many years. This stage next to Aquatic Base is probably the longest stage in the game, to be fair. I swear to god, that was the part where we beat Knuckles. So unless they've taken Knuckles out of this stage, I don't know.
Knuckles.
Oh, there he is.
I'll take care of it.
God, he had a bulge then. It's his tail, yeah, but it looked like a bulge. Jesus. Alright, Knuckles, let's see if you're as broken as you were in the original. How do I do these? Oh yeah, I have to punch them. Okay. The lighting's really good. Especially on the Iblis creatures. That's really fucking cool. Where... Okay, yes. You can climb. I just feel reluctant to do so because if you're... Oh, thanks game. Because if you've ever tried to climb in the original, you'll know how much of a pain in the ass it can be. And thanks to momentum, I can actually make that jump to the ring. I see a spring. Ah. Boom. Okay. Wait.
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
I'll take care of it.
Come on, Dan Green, let's do this. Alright, I want to try and climb this. The climbing animation's nice. I have to punch all of these things, don't I? I think that's how you win, from memory. But, again, my memory's pretty shit. That shield sound effect was bizarre. Sound like someone throwing up. Right, where's the next thing? The next orb. Ah. You have new combat? Hold on. So there's a drill drive. Oh! You have animation! Oh god. You have animations now. Oh, that's a little bit like Sonic Heroes. Shift Rock, yeah. Oh my god, it's like Sonic Heroes. That's pretty cool. I rate that, I rate that. Right. And we can jump freely off of the walls. The collision is fixed. Oh. This game. It's too much. I've never actually found use for his other ability. Like, what is that even supposed to accomplish when you can climb? And when the climbing isn't as dangerous? As losing your footing, we completely glided up that thing then. But I suppose, you know, game has to have mechanics. You know, physics. Is this level? No. Oh, bitch. It wasn't the last one anyway, so it's fine. Okay. This challenge to be had. If that was correct English. Okay, right. I can't jump off that rail correctly to hit that spring.
I'll take care of it.
Right. Yes, I'm positive we have to hit all of these. I don't want to use the question marks either. I want to figure this out. I remember just back in the summer holidays of 2012, 2013. It might have even been 2014, 2015. It were like 5-6 years ago nearly, when I just spent my entire summer holiday playing this game to try and beat it. I'd play it almost every day after school, but I'd never ever tried to complete it. I just played it very casually because I found it slightly fun, despite its obvious bugs that frustrated me a lot. Even at a young age, I could see this game had issues, but I didn't let it distract me. Oh, there we go. Sweet. I just didn't let it distract me.
Thank you, Knuckles.
You're welcome, pal. But yeah, I would just play this game every day after school until the holidays, which is when I decided to sit down and beat it. And I still remain the only one of my friend group to actually beat this game. Mainly because the other ones either couldn't do it or they just didn't want to carry on because they don't like the game. And I can see why. It's a perfectly valid reason not to keep playing the game. The game isn't that good. But young me, being young me, saw that he had a Sonic game he hadn't completed and he wanted to add that to the checklist. So I did. I have regrets, of course, because it took a long time and I got very frustrated in the process, but I don't care because it's an achievement, to say the least. That's another B rank.
Just made it.
Awesome stuff. Last level. For today, anyway.
Let's get going.
Yeah, let's get going indeed. I'm excited for Radical Train. What I'm not excited for is the next 3 levels, because they are either long or difficult. Tropical Jungle being difficult, Kingdom Valley being long, and then Aquatic Base being both. This one's got a muck speed section, though. As does Kingdom Valley, actually. But this one's a little bit... But in the original, it was a little bit...
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
Yes. Oh no, it's got a lease on it actually now. Let's let it crash and burn. Yes, but I've never been able to completely figure this level out because there's so many shortcuts in this level that I have never taken. What's that? Oh. Ooh. I like that. We have actual levers to pull this time rather than like a tiny little switch in the box. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. It's just minor things like this that make the levels a little bit more interesting.
Scale tilts different depending on the weight you put on. Use this wisely to move forward.
These are scales have always been
Does this conveyor change direction?
So now we have speed, so these what do you call it? These conveyor belts aren't that much of an issue, to be honest. Oh god, but that is. The jumping certainly is an issue. Because All-6 bounce bracelet only does so much before it begins to flop a little bit, to say the least. That's fine.
Hurry up and cross this scale.
Wait.
Does this conveyor change direction?
Come on, keep it running. Go. Alright, come on, bounce bracelet. Nope. Okay, so you have to hold it. I thought you could just spam it until it comes up. I didn't think you
I've
could
got to
hold
get
it.
ahead and help the train.
Yep, I really do. So I'm gonna completely skip most of these enemies, and then I'm gonna rotate the camera so I can see what I'm doing. Spring. Yeah, you don't have to defeat all the enemies anymore. You can just hit the switch, which removes most of the challenge. But I suppose finding the switch is a challenge in its own sense if you don't know where it is. Which I don't. Anyway. Oh god, we got a bit of stuttering there, but that's fine. Oh, shizer. I forgot we had to switch course.
Move faster. I go on top of the train instead of being on the rails.
Yep, good idea, man. Thank you. And then the spring. Nice.
Those enemies.
Okay, now we have to defeat the enemies.
First.
Okay, this is the muck speed. Okay. This is where it gets interesting, lads. I'm playing with a keyboard, not a controller, by the way. It's just the load screens have always been with a controller. Right. Okay. Oh! Oh, thank you. See, this is where this game is jumping and muck speed physics comes into handy. because we can maneuver ourselves mid-jump rather than having to stay on a set course. I would have fallen straight off the left if we was playing original 06. Or even how we just don't break dance through something, we actually bounce off of it. That is, again, another life-saving feature. And I can commend these devs for thinking of almost any way possible to improve this game. Look at the speed! Holy shit, dude. We do not get this sense of speed in the original. We're nowhere near it.
Police, hang on!
Like, dude, this is generations level of speed. That was fast. That was really fast. 3 minutes. Holy shit. I never beat these levels in anywhere underneath 5 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Just made it.
That was really quick. Holy shit. So I suppose that wraps it up for this video. That was pretty fucking awesome, to be honest with you. I quite enjoyed that. Crisis City remains my favourite level. Because it was just extremely fun, and it is still challenging. Flame Core vastly improved because I can actually, you know, play the stage now without being interrupted by every single minor thing or the risk of being killed, and the new lava mechanic as well, rather than it being a solid surface and it being more like the quicksand from Dusty Desert. I thought that was genius. Oh, excuse me. And then Radical Terrain as well, that you don't have to defeat the enemies. I thought that was a little bit cheap. Removes a little bit of the challenge, but then I suppose locating the switch again is the challenge. So yeah, Radical Terrain was really fast. It was a lot more fun. Crisis City was a lot of fun as always, and then Flame Core is an actually decent level now. I can actually put that into the higher tier than E. Like if I was to rank all 6 levels, if we're going off of the original 06, Flame Core right at the bottom, easily my least favourite level. This is Sonic Story, and then now I'd probably put it into B or A tier. That was pretty cool. Yeah. It looked nice, it played nice, and it was fun. That's the most important thing. This game is fun, there's a sense of speed. And because of that, it's going to feel really short. But then again, when we eventually get to Episode Select, when that's available, we have these hub worlds to roam around, and we're going to have all 3 characters, as well as the final story. And then the town missions as well, which I'm not going to do all of them, because half of them are shit, to be honest with you. But as for this game, this is really cool. I'm looking forward to playing the next levels, and then after I've played those levels, I believe that is it, because there's no more.
Let's get going.
If I just double check. Yeah, that's it, and we're going to play these 3 levels, and then we'll play Wave Ocean Tales. There's no bosses yet, which is a little bit of a shame, because I would have loved to see how they did Silver, or the Egg Genesis, or Egg Laverne. But other than that, thank you all for watching part 2 of the PS playthrough. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. There will, of course, as always, be a link in the description to download the game if you are interested in playing this for yourself. And other than that, I'll see you all in the next video of mine, whenever that may be. Take care, and peace out.